What really happens when you sleep on your neck wrong or your low back? Quit blaming sleep so much. There's something worse going on. And in this video, I'm going to explain really what's going on and get to the bottom of it. What's up, everybody? My name is Dr. Matt Maggio, and I am the creator of the Peak Method and the founder of the Soft Tissue Revolution. And I'm on a hell of a mission to make chronic injuries obsolete. In today's video, I want to explain what happens when you actually sleep on something wrong. Because essentially what's happening is sleep is getting a bad rap, and there's something deeper going on, and so many people are misinformed. So in this video, we're going to give you some real answers and some tips and some strategies for when you slept on it wrong. Let's head over to the whiteboard. So sleep gets such a bad rap, and I want to kind of set the record straight. You didn't sleep on something wrong. There's a bigger problem going on when you wake up and you can't turn your head, or you can't move your back, or anything else you can think of. So in your body, you have your bones and your joint with this nice diagram I drew here. In between is what's called your disc. Your disc is a really good shock absorber. It's really good at handling force like this all day long. Over time, with crappy postures, sitting and watching your phone, probably like you're doing right now, or sitting at a computer or desk, your muscles get overworked, and they actually develop this stuff called scar tissue. Scar tissue is like glue that gets inside the muscle. It makes it very hard for the muscle to stretch and contract. I've talked about that in other videos, and I'll put a link in there as well. But essentially what it does is it causes pain, weakness, and decreased flexibility. So what's happening now is these muscles are supposed to support and hold your disc and your joint in place. But what they do is they actually go down and start to compress down on your disc and your joint. So what happens, instead of your disc going like this, it actually starts to slide and grind like this. So if we cut your disc in half, it looks like this. It's got a little toothpaste in the middle, and it's surrounded by these rings that are called ligaments. And when things start to slide and grind, you actually get some tearing of that ligament. When this happens, this toothpaste comes out. That toothpaste comes out, and what happens is your body starts laying down a ton of inflammation, and then you actually can't move and you feel really stiff. It's actually called protective tension. It's your body's way of tightening up the muscles around there to take the pressure off of that. It's the same thing when you sprain your ankle. Your body knows to limp and take the pressure off of that. That's what's happening when this happens. So if you're waking up, you can't turn your head, you start to panic. You're like, oh shit, I gotta do something about this. So you usually call the chiropractor, you might call the massage therapist, and you wanna get in for treatment right away because this is an emergency. When these happen, you're like, oh my gosh, this is awful. Here's the thing, they're very common, and they actually only last for about 2 to 10 days. When this happens, your body gets a lot of inflammation, specifically in the first 24 to 72 hours. And a lot of people want to go in there and get a massage, get an adjustment just to get some of that pressure off of there. And what that does is it actually allows those muscles to temporarily relax in a short period of time. But what it does is it actually exposes that disc even more. So you might feel really good for an hour or two, but this problem might come back with vengeance. So what I always say when this first happens and you feel like you can't turn your head when you wake up, the first thing to do is don't freak out. You're not gonna die. You don't need to go to the hospital. This is perfectly normal, and they're very common for what we see. Number 2 is just take it easy on it. Don't stretch it. Don't jam a lacrosse ball in there. Don't ask your spouse to jam their elbow on there. Don't go to the chiropractor. Don't go to the massage therapist. Lay down, take it easy. Go on a walk, drink some water, because if you can get through this first 24 to 72 hours, it's gonna feel a hell of a lot better. But if you keep messing with it and you go in there and let someone treat it before it's ready, it's gonna restart that clock and you'll be right back to the start there. And this is when people continue to have this come back, and it keeps coming back over and over again. They go to the chiropractor, they get an adjustment, they might feel good for a day or two, but it comes right back. Now, once things settle down, then you can keep these from happening again, because if they're happening more and more frequent, they're more and more intense, you got bigger problems in there. So once things settle down and you get into a good place, now you can get to one of my practitioners that are trained in the Peak Method, And what they're experts in is finding and fixing scar tissue. And with expert evaluation and expert treatment, they're actually able to get in there and break that scar tissue down. As you do that, the muscles become healthier, stronger, and more flexible. And what they do is take the pressure off of that bad disc. Think of your disc as your thumb, and it's stuck inside the car door. The car door is all that scar tissue. You can't give this a chance to heal up until you remove that scar tissue. So the take homes here are: don't freak the hell out, go for a walk, drink a lot of water, and don't go to the chiropractor or the massage therapist in the first 72 to 96 hours. Let it kind of chill out. Your body's getting beat up for a reason, and you gotta listen to it. So that's all I got in this video today. If you're one of these people that are waking up once a month and you can't turn your head and there's bigger problems in there, you need to get that stuff fixed. Click the link below and get in contact with one of our practitioners all over the country and get the soft tissue treated so you can avoid these bigger problems down the road. If you have any questions, drop us a message, give us a comment, a like, or a share. We're always here to help. And as always, we appreciate you, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye.